Have you ever found yourself waking up around 3 a.m., staring at the ceiling, and wondering why you can't fall back asleep? You're not alone. And no, there's nothing wrong with your mind or your body. In fact, waking up in the early hours is surprisingly common among older adults, and there are real reasons behind it. Stay with me, because what you'll hear in the next few minutes could change how you sleep and how you see yourself. In this video, we're going to explore 5 meaningful explanations for why this happens and what your body might be trying to tell you. These aren't just surface-level ideas. They're based on biology, psychology, and the natural changes that come with aging. By the end, you might not only understand your sleep better, you may start appreciating your body in a new way. We'll cover everything from hormonal shifts to changes in your sleep cycle, health, and even emotional patterns. And we'll do it with honesty and respect for your life experience. If you've ever asked, "Why do I wake up at 3 a.m.?" you're in the right place. Stick around, because what you learn may not just help you sleep better, it might help you feel better, too. Reason 1. Lower melatonin levels. One of the main reasons older adults wake up around 3 a.m. is a natural drop in melatonin, a hormone that helps regulate your sleep. When you were younger, your body made plenty of it, helping you stay asleep through the night. But as you age, melatonin levels decrease, and that can lead to early waking. Even if you fall asleep easily, your melatonin may dip too low by the early morning hours, nudging your brain toward wakefulness. It's not your fault, and it doesn't mean something is wrong. It's just a normal part of aging. Lighting your environment can also make this worse. Things like streetlights, glowing clocks, or hallway lights can suppress melatonin even more. As you get older, your body becomes more sensitive to these signals. Take Walter, for example. At 72, he started waking up around 3:15 a.m. every night. Once he learned that this was a natural change, not a personal failure, he made small adjustments, keeping his room darker, avoiding screens before bed, and taking a short evening walk. These changes helped his body recognize it was still nighttime. Understanding this shift can help you stop fighting your body and start working with it. That's the power of knowledge. It can turn frustration into self-care. Reason 2. A shifted sleep cycle, advanced sleep phase. Another common cause is something called advanced sleep phase. As we age, our body's internal clock tends to shift forward. That means you might feel tired earlier in the evening and wake up earlier in the morning, sometimes much earlier than you'd like. You might find yourself dozing off during a late-night movie or waking up at sunrise, even on weekends. That's your circadian rhythm doing its job. It's just running on a new schedule. For example, you might fall asleep at 9 p.m. without meaning to, and by 3 a.m., your body feels like it's had enough rest, even if it's still dark out. Again, this isn't something wrong. Think of it as your body's clock slowly adjusting over time. There's also an emotional and social side to this shift. Many older adults live in quieter homes or have more flexible routines, which means fewer distractions in the evening and an earlier natural wind down. If you're retired or no longer have a set daily schedule, your body may settle into this new rhythm more strongly. Take Johnson, age 68. He eats dinner at 5:30 p.m., watches some TV, and is asleep by 9 o'clock. Naturally, he wakes up around 3 a.m. And while that might seem early, it fits his new routine and body clock. He naturally wakes up early, without stress or anxiety, just feeling alert. At first, he thought it was insomnia. But after learning about advanced sleep phase, he realized his sleep pattern wasn't broken. It was simply shifted earlier. Johnson began tweaking his evening routine to help himself stay up a bit longer. He started reading under a warm light, taking gentle walks after dinner, and sometimes calling his daughter for a short chat before bed. These small changes, social interaction, and calming activities helped stretch his sleep time just enough so he could wake up closer to the morning. The result? Fewer 3 a.m. wake-ups and a better sense of alignment with his daily rhythm. This natural shift in sleep timing is common among older adults, though many don't talk about it. Understanding it can help relieve guilt or confusion and lead to a more compassionate approach, working with your body instead of against it. So if you find yourself waking up around 3 a.m. and feeling well-rested, it may simply mean your internal clock has shifted earlier. Knowing this can help you shape habits that better support your well-being. If you're still watching and finding this helpful, type 3 in the comments to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. and turn on notifications so you don't miss future videos. Your support helps us keep creating content that informs and inspires. Now let's move on. Reason 3. Physical discomfort or health-related issues. Another major reason older adults wake around 3 a.m. is due to discomfort or underlying health problems that tend to show up more clearly in the quiet of night. As we age, chronic issues become more common. These don't always wake us with loud symptoms. They come quietly. Maybe it's a sore joint, a full bladder, or a stiff back, just enough to disturb your sleep. Take camel, for example. You may not notice pain when you first fall asleep, but after several hours of stillness, those aches build up and wake you. Or it could be acid reflux after a late meal, or even dry mouth, muscle cramps, or a slight temperature shift in the room, all enough to trigger wakefulness in the early morning hours. One of the most common reasons older men wake at 3 a.m. is needing to urinate. With age, the bladder holds less and sends signals more often. During the day, you may not notice it, but at night, in the stillness, that urge becomes clear, and once you're up, even just to the bathroom, your body might shift from deep sleep to light alertness, making it harder to fall back asleep. Lastly, don't overlook medications. Many older adults take medicine for things like blood pressure or pain. These can have side effects, like needing to pee more often, changes in body temperature, or being more sensitive to light or sound, all of which can quietly interfere with sleep. Reason 4. Sometimes, you might not realize how your medicine affects your sleep until someone points it out, or you start paying closer attention to your daily habits. Take Mary, for example, a 76-year-old woman who had always been a light sleeper. Over the past year, she started waking up around 3:30 a.m. every night. At first, she thought it was just part of getting older. But after talking to her doctor, she learned that one of her medications was affecting her hydration, causing her to wake up for bathroom trips at night. With her doctor's help, she changed when she took her medication and made a few small lifestyle tweaks. Now, she wakes up less often and falls back asleep more easily. The key point here is, waking up at night doesn't mean your body is broken. In fact, it's a sign that your body is still working, responding, adjusting, and trying to keep you well. These nighttime signals can guide you to better health and smarter choices. Waking up at 3 a.m. might seem annoying, but it could also be a gentle reminder to check in with yourself and make small changes for better sleep and health. Reason 5. Daily habits. Another reason older adults wake up early, like around 3 a.m., has to do with daily habits. Over time, things like eating dinner earlier, being less active, or winding down sooner in the evening can shift your internal clock. After retirement, daily routines often slow down. Without the structure of work, errands, or exercise, your body starts adjusting, sometimes pushing your bedtime earlier, which means you also wake up earlier. For example, Walter, a 74-year-old retiree, gradually changed his routine without realizing it. He started eating dinner at 5 p.m., dozing off during the evening news, and going to bed before 9 p.m. Soon, he was waking up around 3 a.m., wondering why he was up before sunrise. When he noticed the pattern, he added a short walk in the afternoon, read in bright light in the evenings, and avoided napping after dinner. These small changes helped shift his sleep schedule later, allowing him to sleep longer and feel more refreshed. Our bodies love routine. When we lose those patterns, our sleep gets out of sync. But by noticing what's shifted and making thoughtful adjustments, we can guide our bodies back to better rest. And if you've made it this far and found this helpful, drop a comment with number 4 below and make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss future videos. Now let's talk about another cause, emotional and mental restlessness. Sometimes, waking at 3 a.m. isn't about the body at all, it's about the mind. As we get older, the quiet hours of the night can bring up feelings or memories we didn't have time to think about during our busy lives. You may find yourself lying awake not because of pain or noise, but because your mind is quietly processing old thoughts, regrets, worries, or memories. This restlessness isn't like the strong anxiety we might have felt in our younger years. It's softer, more reflective, like a background hum. You might not even be able to name what's bothering you. But without the daily rush of tasks and responsibilities, your mind has space to wander through the past, unfinished conversations, or moments you haven't fully let go of. Reason 6. Loneliness. As we grow older, It's common for our social circles to get smaller. Children move away, friends get busy, and daily routines change. During the day, things might feel lively and full, but at night, the quiet can make us more aware of a deep emotional emptiness. Loneliness doesn't always come as sadness. It can simply be a longing for connection or a quiet wish for someone to talk to when the house is still. Take Tessie, for example. She's 80 and lost her husband some years ago. During the day, she stays active, tending her garden, calling her grandchildren, and watching her favorite TV shows. But in the middle of the night, often around 3 a.m., she wakes up. Her mind drifts to memories of her late husband or quiet worries she keeps hidden during the day. At first, Tessie thought her sleep was the problem. But over time, she realized it wasn't about rest. It was her heart speaking, asking to be heard. So, she started a small habit, keeping a journal by her bed. When she wakes up, she jots down whatever's on her mind. Nothing perfect, just honest thoughts. She also began a calming evening routine like listening to soft music or writing a kind message to a friend. These simple acts gave her emotions a place to go. They brought her peace and helped her return to sleep with a lighter heart. The truth is, our hearts don't follow clocks. They remember, wonder, and feel, sometimes in the quiet hours before dawn. And that's not a flaw. It's a sign of depth. So if you find yourself waking up in the middle of the night, don't rush to fix it. Be gentle with yourself. Ask, what is my mind trying to tell me? What part of me needs comfort? Sometimes, the best kind of rest doesn't come from pushing feelings away, but from honoring them. As we finish, take a quiet moment to reflect. Did something here speak to you? Maybe it was a change in your sleep pattern, a shift in your emotions, or simply the reminder that you're not alone. These nighttime wake-ups don't mean something's wrong. They show that your body and heart are still learning, still adjusting, still alive with memory and meaning. There is power in paying attention to these moments. With understanding comes strength. And with strength, you can make small, kind changes to rest better, feel more comfort, and connect more deeply with yourself. You're not just aging, you're growing. And in that growth, there's a beautiful chance to care for yourself more gently and wake up each day with more peace. Thanks for being here. We'd love to hear your thoughts. What did you take from this message? How might it help you in your own life? Share in the comments below, and if this message touched you, please like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps us continue to create content that informs and uplifts. We'll see you next time.